These connecting rods in place. The previous connecting rods I sent it to the office to send it back to the guys, okay, to these guys. Now, classic like any other time, the connecting rod bolts being torqued only by 20 Newton meters. I have to lose it again. I have the stretch cage, I have the torque wrench over there, the socket with extension over there. I have the filler cage to see the clearance between the connecting rods. You see what's missing? It's missing the light to see the oil jets, the cooling jets, to don't interfere with the connecting rod or with the piston. Fine. Wrench with a 27mm for the damper pulley to turn it. The damper pulley bolt, it's the old one, the new one, it's somewhere there. Fine. And I brought this and this high speed steel. It's not something crazy, alright? Just it's straight. And I brought also the bridge. With the bridge off the camera, all the times I'm just checking, a couple of pistons to see that's okay. With these pistons, these connectors, I never had the problem. But if you watch it, if you watch the piston, the number 5, from this side it looks more up. And the same thing also with the number 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I already checked it. That's why I'm saying that. I didn't get used to it on such a thing. It looks like instead of going forward, we are going backwards. This is exactly what happened last year on the local machine shop, that I was trusting it for how many years, and out of nowhere he bring me back last year 2 blocks, sleeved blocks with a run out. Undersize, couple of cylinders with a run out. And then it's the same machine shop that he sent me also 2 crankshafts that are already bent. When I was saying first check it if it's straight, if it's running through, and then polish it. And they came back to me, they said to me, 500mm, it is not so much run out when the clearance is 0.036 on the crankline bearings. Pass this one. I figured it out what happened. They told me what happened. The previous guy that he was machining for us, he left from this machine shop and came new guy. That's why it started fucking up everything. Alright. Then, the same thing also with this one. I was never had any problem. It was coming up and you barely see, let us say, difference on the wrist pin here, especially on an engine that's been driven. It's like this. It's not like the 157 that you have so much clearance. It's like this, So that's why I have to make it out upside down. Check first the clearance for the oil jets, then the clearance here between the connecting rods, and then all the rest, to be safe to spin it. Up to now I have spin it. It's safe. I didn't feel anything. I didn't hear something. In any case, now the point is here there is not too much gap, and when I'm checking the piston, I'm checking on the wrist pin at this point, not like this. Like this it might have some difference, but you don't care. You do care about 9 to 3 o'clock, alright? And you can see even by eye that it doesn't sit flush. There is some difference. We're gonna see that later, not now. Priority, upside down. Let's check for the jets and the rest. Moving on. Engine upside down. I didn't feel something as I was turning the engine. You remember that, right? Then, you remember when I said that the numbers will be from the other side? That's exactly what I mean. The numbers, it's supposed to be from this side, to identify that the cap is on the correct connecting rod. But now, it's at this side. And it doesn't matter, because if I take this connecting rod, you see the lip, the offset that's from this side. If I took the connecting rod from here and I put it this way, again, the number is gonna end up there inside. That's my point. Nobody listening. Nobody cares, actually. Alright, then, let's see the oil jets. See the oil jet down over there. See where is located the oil jet to the connecting rod, how near it is. It's not touching. It's not touching, but it is near. And I cannot let it like that. Especially when you have a space on the left. Like this, on the left. Alright? And this will be also in all of them. That's why I'm saying all the time, it's important to see that it's not interfering in the jet. Let's make a little bit massage in all of them to see that again. Okay. Now, oil jets. Nice clearance pointing in the center of the piston. Alright. You need 1 millimeter of clearance. 1 millimeter is more than enough because you're never gonna be 1 millimeter connection there. There you see 3 millimeters. Alright, on the jets, it's fine. There is a space. There is space, exactly what I said. Now, the clearance between the connecting rods, for me, I'm gonna like it to see 1/10 of millimeter more tight, but again, like I said earlier, me, I'm nobody. These are aftermarket connecting rods. You cannot go with the stock clearance. For me, it's gonna be correct to go with the stock clearance because you have the same bearings, same journals, dimensions, same oil pressure, same oil pump. So you have to maintain the same clearance here, but that's me. Alright, fine. So it's not interfering, it spins fine. Let's make it upside up and get the bridge to see what's the difference. I'm gonna support somewhere the phone so to see that I'm not touching the piston at all. I have done this video before on the MO57, I think, that I'm showing you I'm spinning the crank and then I'm getting the bridge, and then you see that the piston is equal. It's not more down from one side and more up from the other. You might see 100 millimeter. On a different brand pistons, there is a little bit more run out. And I have shown you also this in the past, especially on the Golf. Let's see now on this one, because, like I said, as much as passing the time, we are going worse instead of going better. I don't know how, maybe somebody left from that company and came a new guy. I have no clue. Maybe they changed the policy. Don't ask me. Alright, I support it here, I have the engine there. Let's bring the number 5 cylinder, the number 5 piston atop that center. Alright. Going down. I'll get to that. Alright. What do we have? Let's put it on the deck first. Alright. There I'm on the deck. The needle is showing 0. Have no clue if you can see it from there. And I'm pointing on the deck. Now, here at this point, the piston, it's more high by 600 millimeter. Alright, let's put it again on the deck here, sideways, 0, and then let's place it on the piston. Here it's minus 200 millimeter. How much I said that was the other one? This is more down by 200, and this is more high by, by 700. Almost 1/10 of millimeter. Okay, let's see the next one. By eye. Keep it there. We are on the number 5, 6, 7 cylinder. Number 7 cylinder. You can see there. Can you see that? Who knows? Yeah. Number 7 cylinder. Now, first on the deck. Yeah, let me make it 0. Almost 0, by a couple of thousand. Alright. On the piston, we have 600 millimeter more low, the piston there. And from this point, you have 0.13 of millimeter higher, 0.13. Back we had 600 lower, 0.06 back, 0.13 front, almost 2/10 of millimeter. Let's continue number 4 cylinder. Approximately by eye, the top dead center. We need to see the difference, we don't care. Alright, this is a deck. It's my head, it's on the way. That's the deck. Stepping here. Alright, classic. Here it's the piston. At this point, the piston is 600 millimeter higher. And at this point, the piston is 600 millimeter lower. Now, if I measure it, yes, I can find it out. I can find out if it's the wrist pin, if it's the bush of the small end of the connecting rod, if it's the piston. But guess what? I'm gonna leave it as this. Because these guys, they said that they have make 1,000 engines. 1,000 engines and it's fine. especially for the connector bearings. That's what I said. Since now one company, you are saying that you don't like something, all right? And you are alone. You're one person. You're just an employee. You're nobody. And you're saying to one company that, you know what, I don't like to use the bearings with this way. And they said to you that, you know what, we have done this in 1000 engines and we don't have any problem. Fine. Okay. Excellent. That's what you get. Right. Now, let's make it again upside down to torque down the connector bolts. The clearance between the connectors, I already check it. The clearance between the oil jet, the connecting rod, and the piston, I already check it. We are good. It's not so much precise, if you like, when it comes at top dead center. It's okay. Some people, they're gonna say, yeah, it is what it is. I get used to it with this kind of brand. When it comes the piston at top dead center, clockwise the engine without touching anything, you bring a top dead center, and then you see maximum 100 millimeter between from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock on the piston I'm talking about. Where is the wrist pin? In this case, it's different. I don't know what it changed. It changed the attitude, it changed the quality probably. I have no clue. Not my business. Moving on. Upside down studs in the bolts. Finish with the connection of bolts being torqued down. We are done double checking it. I'm saying all the time, I'm starting from the beginning, moving back, and then I'm coming again at the beginning and I'm checking again. That's fine. I didn't forget any. Like I said, be careful. The routine, it can kill you. Not you, the engine. Then, next step. Timing chain guides the intermediate gear, the water pump, and the intermediate gear here, and the chain that goes up. And moving on. Right. Dang it, I don't have the mood. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to do it today because I'm running out of time. I have to go also outside for half hour to check one car. Most probably tomorrow I'm gonna upload this video. Yeah, and then tomorrow I'm gonna show you the guides, the timing chain, the guides, the gears, all the rest. By the way, that's the old damper pulley bolt. That's the new one. All right. That's the part number here, and this goes outside with the rest of the owner's parts going back to him. I want to mention something about the guides because there is one small difference, the older one and the newer one, but it's okay. It's gonna make sense on the next video, not now. It's going out. That's it. Thank you very much. Over and out. Tomorrow the rest.